Control and anxiety go really often hand in hand. When we are trying to control our life and others, we have a lack of inner security. We feel the need to control someone else or some circumstances to feel safe. And I may not have to say that, but this is not coming just from the adulthood. So, how does that look like in your daily life? Well, we try to always be ahead of the game. And because of that, you're not flexible or open for other opportunities. You're very fixated on how the outcome needs to look like. And if it doesn't, some kind of world is breaking inside of you because you feel you failed again. And when we control the outcome, what we are really trying to do is to feel safe within. We try to do that from mostly outside circumstances, right? I have everything scheduled. I have a list. I have a list. I'm following that list. And if I don't follow it, I punish myself. I punish myself, and I may even, judge myself and shame myself because I'm not following through. And instead of living a life that might be a bit freer, might be a bit more fulfilling, I only have this structured line available for me. That's what I chose, right? That's what keeps me safe, and I want to feel safe, right? So feel into that. Does that resonate? Please drop me a comment and let me know how many people we have here that are actually feeling that way and want to experience something else, want to experience a bit more freedom. Freedom to be human, freedom to make mistakes, freedom to go with the flow every single day, having structure and having discipline, for example, for certain goals. I believe that's truly a great thing to have. Is it everything? I don't think so. You see, you feel for you, but oftentimes those controlling issues, they make you so tight, they make you so actually quite shaky, because how often could you keep up with your super control? How often could you keep what you thought initially needs to be mm, needs to be accomplished, right? I have this strict rule. I'm not going to eat this, and this. But you feel all the time crappy because you are not allowing yourself to do this because else, blah, 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 right? And I'm not saying eat all of that crap and then you feel better. But there needs to be another way to live more, to feel more, to be more vulnerable, okay? To be more open to what is hiding underneath of that control. What is hiding? What is hiding here, right? And when was the last time that you actually didn't feel safe and that you are trying to control somewhat the surroundings to actually keep you some kind of steady, right? To keep you in a place where you feel okay. You see, this is a old wound. This is a wound that has been mm, generated when you were very young, right? And it's not your fault. There was nobody to keep you safe. There was nobody who could value value you, right? See, a child needs to feel safe, needs to feel heard and seen, and be significant, right? It's about those things that are quite basic, but when they're in adulthood, we can actually give it to ourselves. And we have to relearn those things, what they mean for us. And if we keep doing the old patterns, it's like learning a new language. You're not punished for what you have learned in the past, but you need to keep going to understand that there is healing possible. You see, you don't need to follow a rule, and that is so strict so that you cannot have any flexibility to go left and right. I want you to open up to a possibility that you don't need to be so black and white and strict and all of this control and even putting this on people you love, right? This is the rule, this is how we live, this is how we do, blah, 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 blah. Don't do this, don't do that. Too much rules, too much control. This is not really how we flourish. This is not really how we feel loved. This is about control is love kind of thing, and that's no. I mean, from my perspective, there could be a higher possibility of love. Okay, let me put it like this: there could be a higher possibility of love that you are not seeing, and that you are trying to not see because you're following something that you believe is still valuable. So in order to overcome something that you might feel is still valuable, right? Has still its value. You gotta start to feel into yourself, how does this make me feel? How is it making me feel when I have so many to-dos and I have so many, nope, not this, not that, this for sure not. I can never decide really if I would have fun, if I would enjoy, if I would find some love there, if I would be in ecstasy, in bliss, in, I don't know, having a great time, right? Having a great time, feeling liberated, feeling free. But I don't have the chance to feel that because I'm not allowing myself to go there, right? You may not do that. How about we make a change and we make a shift and working daily on what kept you here? What keeps you in this limited box? What keeps you in this box? Comment below. Let us know what is it that makes you feel you cannot break out of that. What is it that makes you feel you have to follow those rules and be this and do this, and in behind maybe you even hear your mom or your dad or your grandma or whoever is trying to even control or putting some control over you, and you are not able to get past that, right? You're trying to be the good girl, the good boy, not to move past that. So the value is from yourself and maybe from your family. Hey, I'm getting recognition. I'm getting recognized to be the good girl. I'm getting recognized to do this, this, and this, right? But ultimately, there is so much fear. There is so much fear, and this is why you're doing it. This is why you keep yourself locked. It's because you try to really not show what you truly want to do. Not starting a new career, not starting a new journey with some kind of lover. I don't know. Having some fun, having excitement in your life, right? Doing a new sport routine that totally blows up the one that you have now, right? Moving from one city to the other, leaving everything behind. I'm not saying this is the greatest. I'm saying feel into yourself and check those points that you try to control. Because control ultimately is only a thing that we believe we can do. We can never control life itself, right? We can't feel safe in those control patterns. That's not how we work. That's not how we roll. That's not our job to do that. So if I'm seeking recognition, if I'm afraid that I may get rejected, if I'm afraid to step up, right? If you're afraid to step up into the true you, you may ask yourself, what is the price you're paying if you're not doing it? What are you paying 10 years from now if you're not speaking up? If you are not using your voice? If you are not showing up? What is the price you're paying? And then you're writing down what you're getting out of control. Write it down and see how that feels like. You don't need to change from today to tomorrow. Bring it into awareness what you're doing, right? Bring it into awareness so that you can see, I just really fear this. Feel it. Right here, right with me. Feel your fear. Feel it. Feel it. Let it come up. Let it come up. Let it come up and let it be cleansed through your body. Imagine it comes up from your pelvic area, allowing it to really open up. Open up everything, every single thing that you can. Open it up. Open it up. Do everything you can. Feel it. And letting it go through the body. Use your hands, letting it go. Know it's cleansed. It's out of your body. Cleanse it. Know that there are so many techniques that you can do to release. One more time. Take a deep breath in. Feel that pelvic area. Understand everything is coming out. Everything is coming out. Everything is right here in my body. I can sense it. I can feel the nervousness. I can feel the anxiety. I can feel it. I can feel the anger. I can feel the frustration. I can feel what's going on, and I'm letting it come up, 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 up through the heart, and I'm letting it go. I let it go, and I allow myself to feel good, right? I allow myself to feel good. This is in my highest good. I'm doing it for the highest good, and that also means, and this is so beautiful, this also means I'm doing it for the highest good for the other people too, you see? I'm not doing it only for myself. I'm doing it because if I'm showing up as the person I truly am every single day, a bit more, not full from 0 to 100, a bit more, okay? 2% more. That's great, okay? That's awesome. So 2% more, I'm showing up every single day, and I know these people over there will be able to recognize, hey, I'm changing. Maybe I can change too. Maybe I can allow myself to have relationships that actually feel really good. Not because I'm familiar to them, not because I'm using my family or whatever, and then I'm recreating what I once learned in my childhood, but I feel free. I feel free to choose. You have the option to choose. You can choose with whom you want to be with, okay? You are not structured or, let's say, kept in that cage that you may think. You have the option to move. You can move, okay? So I do hope that this actually has helped you. Let me know in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. If you're now looking for one-on-one coaching, then have a look into the description box. There you find more details. And with that said, thanks so much. Bye bye.